Right now here at 11 o'clock, the fallout after the stunner in Pittsburgh tonight. The season of hope for a fan favorite Kentucky Wildcat team is dashed tonight, and now it is all over. Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. Oakland from Michigan hits a record-tying three-point shooting performance. WHAS 11's sports director Kent Spencer and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton are joining us live from Pittsburgh, where Kent covered the game. And Kent, how did Oakland pull this off against Kentucky?
You know what, Doug, to be quite honest, they seemed confused out on the court, and it seemed confused early on in this one, and it seemed like this Kentucky team so many times throughout the course of the regular season have been able to rise to the moment, but in NCAA tournament play, even last week in the SEC tournament, they were unprepared, and they weren't able to rise to that moment. You could see that this team was shook. They even mentioned in the post-game locker room that they were confused by some things that Oakland was doing to them defensively. Couldn't really catch on because usually in a game like this, they're able to outscore their opponents. But Reed Sheppard had an off night offensively. Rob Dillingham wasn't able to get going like he normally does. Antonio Reeves was really good. Trey Mitchell was really good. The two veteran presence. But the kids that have never played in the NCAA tournament, they were clearly bothered. John Calipari has said this team is built for March. Kentucky 0-2 in tournament play. Coach Cal talked about it after the game.
We made some critical mistakes at critical times again today. I mean, we had our chances. As good as they played and as many shots as they made, we still had our chances.
None of this is on any of the coaches. I don't care what anybody says. We have the best coach in the world, and we got the best coaching staff in the world.
This program gets judged by what happens in this time of year. Is that fair?
I say nah, but like at the same time, we got to take responsibility because it's not fair to the fans to cheer for us the whole year and we just go out there and not take what we want, what we need.
You've been a fan of this program your entire life. What has this year been like to wear that jersey?
It's been everything to me. Ever since I've been a little boy, this has been a dream of mine to play at Kentucky, and finally being able to do that, it's been awesome. Not a lot of people get the chance to do it. I was fortunate enough to be able to play and come to Kentucky and have such a special team and a great group of guys on the team with me, and it's been unbelievable.
Once again, Kentucky fails to make the second weekend since 2019. 2 years ago, the Cats were shocked at St. Peter's. This loss is less shocking, but many are wondering what the future of this program holds. I will say this, in his post-game news conference, John Calipari sounded like a coach building for the future.
Well, Kent, those interviews that you conducted there, I know that had to be tough, especially with Reed Sheppard there crying. And I do want to pick up on what he told you in that one-on-one in the locker room, talking about John Calipari being the best coach. As you know, the fans see it otherwise tonight. They are pretty much roasting him. They've even been calling our rant line here at WHAS. But you and I both know they're calling for UK to make a change, but his buyout is $33 million. So where do you see the Kentucky team reassessing and the program as we go over the next few days?
Well, John Calipari says he's going to meet with the team together in his room and start having the conversations about each individual future of each player in the next coming days. Every player that we asked for obviously said the raw emotions of this loss, it's just too soon to think about the future, but they all understand, especially in this day and age, that those things are going to come sooner rather than later, and they're going to have to deal with it. However, they just did not want to deal with that tonight. But the future of this program, very much in doubt. who knows what's going to happen at the very top, but we're going to see what's going to happen in the future when it comes to these players. But John Calipari, in his post-game news conference, very much building towards the future and already looking ahead.
All right, Kent, thank you. Once again, heartbreaking interviews with the players you just saw there. That's why we say it's coverage you would not see from the network. And we'll have more from Kent and Mason Horodisky coming up here in our Sports Report. Thank you, Kent.